Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly about language fundamentals concept, operators and assignment, and then input and output statements also. Okay, by this time almost around 80 videos we completed, right? You are getting basic idea about Python, just the small programs. You are in the position to do that, sir. Sir, now the fourth topic what we have to start, flow control. What is that statement? What is the topic name, sir? Flow control is the topic what we have to discuss. Sir, it's a very common requirement. If I'm writing some 20 lines, 30 lines of the code, some students are going to ask, sir, can you please tell which line will be executed first, or what is the next line is going to execute? Can you please explain flow control? Flow, sir, a program flow, like they may ask. So at a runtime, in which order the statements will be executed is decided by flow control, sir. Remember this one. Can you please explain control flow, or in which order the statements will be executed at runtime is decided by flow control. Remember that. Suppose here we have if statement is there, sir. Assume some if statement is there. If this condition is the true, it will be executed, sir. Sir, else it will be executed. So if you have if else statement, either if part will be executed or else part will be executed, but not both. So if else statement is going to control our flow. Similarly, sir, I have for loop is there, sir. Assume that some code for loop is there. Sir, now a group of statements are going to be executed repeatedly, iteratively, like this, right? Suppose suddenly in the middle break statement is coming, sir. Now the control is come out of the for loop, like do you know which statements are going to affect our control flow? Those statements are by default considered flow control statements. Clear for all of you, right? In Python, which control flow statements are there? We have to discuss. Just observe all control flow control statements divided into three categories, right? The first one, selection statements. What is the first category, sir? Selection statements. This is the first category, sir. Based on some condition, can you please select one option and execute? Suppose if else is there, two options are there, but at runtime, based on the condition, only one option is going to be executed, either if part or else part, like. Sir, here which statements are there? If statement we can discuss, or if else we can discuss. Next, if else we can discuss, or simply if elif also we can discuss. These things are selection statements. Among multiple options, one option will be selected and that option will be executed. Such type of statements are called selection statements. Of course, with the example, with the syntax, with the programs I will explain. There you people can get much clarity. Just I'm explaining the agenda for our flow control topic. So next, and after that, one more. Sometimes a group of statements are required to execute iteratively. Such type of statements are called iterative statements. Regarding iterative statements, right? Okay, not irritative. Okay, not irritative. Iterative statements. A group of statements are required to execute iteratively. Okay, those things are called iterative statements. Sir, which are iterative statements, right? For loop, next and after that while loop. These two are iterative statements what we have. Okay, like. Sir, next, sometimes do you know, I want to transfer control from one place to another place. Regarding the control should be transferred. Such type of statements are called transfer statements. Remember this one, sir. Those statements are called transfer statements. Okay, transfer statement. Which statements are transfer statements? Break, next continue, break, continue, next pass we have to discuss. Break and continue, these things are by default considered as transfer statements write. Okay, yeah, the part of our flow control topic. All these things we require to discuss in detail. Next, and after that, even we have to talk about pass and del. These keywords also we have to discuss in detail. Don't worry, son. Are you getting? This is the agenda for our flow control. First, I will start selection statements. Next, if else, elif, and so on. Next, iterative statements we are going to discuss, and then transfer statements. After that, pass and del. These are special keywords also I will discuss, right? Okay, like. Now, I have one small doubt by seeing this one, sir. What's my doubt is, sir, you are telling if part, if else, next if elif, like multiple option. Where is the switch statement? Sir, I am coming from Java. I know switch statement is there. Sir, even in C language also switch statement is there. Where is the switch statement in Python? Very simple, sir. There is no switch statement in Python. Clear for all of right? So switch statement concept is not there in the Python. Next, sir, immediately I may have another doubt. Sir, you have for loop, while loop, but in C language do while is also there, or in Java do while is also there. What about do while loop in Python, sir? So please make sure do while is not there in the Python. We have only two loops, for loop and while loop only. Next, immediately you may ask, sir, go to statement is there in the C language. Do you have such type of statement? Sorry, man, no go to statement in Python. So switch statement, do while, and go to, these things are not applicable in Python. Remember this one. Only if else elif, and elif else, only this syntax. Next, for and while, there is no do while, there is no switch statement, break and continue, that's all go to is not there, sir. But return statement is there. That return statement we will discuss in detail in functions concept. Just up to this, try to get familiarity. Are you in the position to understand, right? Sir, now I will explain if statement, how you can use, what is the syntax, like this, right? But take very special care. Here I have to talk about what is indentation, the most valuable concept. What is indentation error? That part also compulsory we should require. Here observe, in C language or Java language, like other languages, right? How to define if statement? Can you please observe? If either C language or Java, assume that it is the Java language, most of the people aware. If some condition, sir, this is the body we have to take. If some condition, this is the body, sir. If this condition is satisfied, then this action we have to perform. Regarding, if this condition not satisfied, then it is not going to do. Now, if I can take any statement outside curly brace, it is not under if block. Correct or not? How you can decide, sir, this is within the if block? By using curly braces, we can define it is the if block. If you are taking any statement outside of if block, now it is considered as normal statement. It is outside of curly braces, means outside of if block. Are you getting? So by using curly braces, you can define a block of statements. A block of statements. This is our style in other languages like C language, C++, Java. This is the style, sir. But in Python, curly braces style is not there. Then now you can define this statement is under if, this statement is outside of if. How you can aware, sir? How you can define if block? Very, very important. Take very special care, sir. So now in Python, how you can define? Sir, observe very carefully, sir. I am taking if some condition, okay, whatever condition you want to check, sir. Sir, here parentheses are optional. If you want, you can take within parentheses this condition, or without parentheses also. Most of the times I won't take parentheses. If the condition is a very big condition, then only I will take. Okay, if condition. Next, I have to open curly brace. But curly braces story is not applicable in Python. That's why here just take a colon. So in Python, anywhere we are taking colon means we are defining block. Okay, well, sir, after colon, now I have to define block of statements. Correct or not? So this block of statement, you should not start from here. Okay, compulsory some space we have to take here. Statement 1, statement 1, here statement 2, here statement 3. Have you observed how many spaces we are taking? How many spaces we are taking here and here? All are having same space. Correct or not? These statements are said to be same indentation. Are you getting? These statements are said to be same indentation. Okay, so colon followed by this indentation block is by default considered as if, right? Now can you please tell statement 3 is under if condition or not? Yes. Statement 2 under if condition, statement 1 under if condition, right? Sir, now I want to write some statement which is not under if statement. It is after if block. I want to take one independent statement. Then you should not take here. Are you getting? If you are taking here with this indentation, it is also considered as under if. Now I am taking statement 4. Are you getting? Here the spaces here where this line started is the different. Okay, now only these statements are considered as under if condition. This statement having different indentation, that's why it is not under if block. Are you in the position to understand, right? So in Python, how you can define if block? Only 2 points, right? One is colon, second one is indentation. One is colon, second one with the indentation. That's all. These are the only things what you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, like by mistake, if you are not following indentation, then immediately you are going to get indentation error. Are you getting? Immediately we will get indentation error. Indentation error, sir. Being beginner, being learner of the Python, sir, I am learning first time Python. Oh, several times you are getting these type of things, right? That's why while defining blocks, compulsory we have to maintain indentation. Number of spaces must be same. Here 4 spaces are there. Here also 4. Here also 4. Having same indentation. That's why this group of statements are considered as under if. So now this statement not having any this indentation, so it is the independent. After if block, this one is going to execute. So take a bit very special care about indentation. Clear, right? Now let me go for have a look once. Here I am taking. So here I am taking. Sir, very simple. It is the Python enabled editor. If it is the Python enabled editor, sir, if you are using normal editor, normal notepad, sir, normal notepad I am taking. If condition, here just observe that if condition. Next, if I click enter, immediately control is coming to first line only. Okay, you have to take care about indentation. So give 1 or 2 spaces, give 1 or 2 spaces like now statement 1 again it will go to, sir, same space we have to take statement 2. Next again we have to maintain same number of spaces, statement 3. Okay, well, these are 3 statements considered as under if condition. Okay, like next statement 4 I want to write. Yes, this statement 4 is not under if statement. Remember this one, sir. But who is going to take care about this adding these spaces and so on? So we have to take care because it is the normal notepad which can't recognize our indentation, right? But it's the Python enabled editor, our edit plus Python enabled editor, sir. What here? Observe carefully. If condition colon, if condition colon. If I enter, automatically the control is not coming at the beginning, the control is coming at this line. Means that indentation automatically maintained. That is the advantage of Python enabled editors. Next, IDE's concept. So indentation is very easy. Most of the times our editors, our IDEs are going to take care. We are not required to worry. Okay, well, now I am taking here statement 1. Statement 1, statement 2, sir. Here observe carefully, sir. Statement here enter statement 1 I'm taking, sir. Statement 1. Now enter. Automatically it's going to maintain same indentation. Enter, enter, enter. Same indentation. Automatically it will maintain, sir. Enter like. Now I want different indentation. Now here statement 4 like this, right? Okay. This is the way how you can follow indentation. This is the if block. Remember very, very carefully, sir. Same way for while block, methods, functions, classes, everywhere we have to use, sir, colon followed by indentation to define, that is the block like this, right? Everyone can ever write? Okay, well, suppose if you are not following indentation, what will happen, sir? Have a look once. A small thing I'm taking. If 10 lesser than 20, if 10 less than 20, now what is my statement? Is print of 10 is lesser than 20 like this I'm taking, sir. Yes. Am I maintaining indentation or not? Yes, indentation is there. Okay. Now print of end of program. Print of end of program like this I'm taking, sir. So if this condition is satisfied, it is going to execute, sir. Next this one is the end of program, like perfect indentation is the clear, sir. Now let me execute this code. Have a look once. 10 is less than 20, end of program like this, right? By mistake I didn't follow indentation. Are you getting right? I didn't follow indentation directly, sir. This line is also starts from if. Where is the indented block? Okay, there should be block with indentation, but you didn't define indentation block. Immediately you are going to get indentation error. Observe carefully. Now have a look once. What answer by default we are going to get, sir? Indentation error expected an indented block. Okay, clear, right? So this is what you people should be aware about the indentation and the indentation block. Okay, well, sir, now let me go for a simple example. What is the syntax for if statement? So how can you please give an example? Like, sir, very simple. If this condition is satisfied, here parentheses are optional. If you want you can take, otherwise you can ignore. If this condition is satisfied, execute this statement. So if this condition not satisfied, then without executing this statement, can you please continue remaining statements? This type of syntax is by default considered as if condition, right? Okay, I will go for a small example so that you people can get much clarity.